What's up, y'all? It's me, it's your boy Asmongold, and today I'm going to show you guys how to do all of the rank 7 Brawlers guild fights. Now, I'm going to be doing this as a warrior, of course, but I think the strategies that I'm using are going to be pretty much universal for whatever class that you're playing, and I'll try to cover like range strategies as well. The first guys that we're going to look at here are GG Engineering, and before we really get into it, you need about, like I'd say, like a 670-ish item level to get this done without really too much trouble. Obviously, people can do it lower, but you're going to have a hard time. So GG Engineering is two different guys at the same time. And how you want to handle this is you want to pop all of your cooldowns right at the beginning, use your potion and everything, and use all of your AoE abilities at the beginning and damage them because their health pool is shared, and so if you're doing damage to both of them at the same time, you're effectively doing double damage to the group of them. Then they're going to teleport away, and you're going to have to kill a shield generator, and then you just get back on them. Now, this is actually very easy to do, and I didn't have too much trouble with this. Like, as you guys can see, like, I'm just completely destroying these guys, and so don't really worry too much about it. Just make sure that you focus on one of them, and as soon as one of them teleports away, just go to the nearest one, and then just get right back onto them. Also, they obviously put those red things on the ground. I don't even know how much damage they do. I have no idea, but you just don't want to get hit by them, and so make sure that you don't get hit by those. And honestly, this one is really easy. Like, there's two of them that are really easy to do, and the other two are a little bit more difficult. And the first difficult one we're about to look at here, and that is the Dark Summoner. Now, the Dark Summoner pulls you into like some kind of shadow realm, and you have a flashlight. And whenever your character looks in a direction, the flashlight shines directly in front of your character, and there are ghosts that are going to run at you. And you have to shine the flashlight on the ghost. It stuns the ghost, and then you have to attack the ghost. Now, the ghosts have about a 10-yard melee range, and if the ghosts hit you, you're probably going to die. They do like 400,000 damage. Whenever you kill a ghost, a Dark Summoner is able to take damage because before then, a Dark Summoner doesn't take any damage. He's like immune, and whenever you kill a ghost, he gains a debuff for a certain amount of time. And also, Dark Summoner casts a Shadow Bolt that does a lot of damage. I'll show you guys that in a minute. And the main part about this fight, like what makes this fight hard, is especially as melee. This fight is extremely hard as melee, just because you have to deal with the ghost running at you, and like it's very hard to like kind of deal with like more than one ghost at the same time. And so if you're melee, make sure that you are absolutely on top of these ghosts. Like that ghost almost hit me from that range. And so be very careful and do not let the ghosts overwhelm you because the width of the flashlight thing you have, the light that stuns them, is very narrow. And so you have to be very careful with this, or the ghost will hit you and you'll die, and it's just, then you have to do it again, and it sucks, right? So again, guys, the main part, I guess like the hard part of that is making sure that you keep the ghosts under control. Like if you can manage the ghosts and keep the debuff on the boss and interrupt the Shadow Bolt, it does like 100,000 damage, you're really not going to have too much trouble. Now, Tron is the third rank 7 boss, and he's pretty easy to deal with. He's got like pretty much one mechanic, and really what this guy is he's just a straight up DPS check, and if you have the DPS to kill him, you're probably going to be able to kill him. Now, he summons these unstable mines, and while he's doing the cast here, he can't, the mines don't explode on you, and so you can use this time to pretty much pop all your cooldowns as like a caster or something like that, and stand in one place and just do as much damage as you can to him as possible. Now, the way that this works is what you want to do here is you want to make sure that you break one mine, because if you cast a spell and it goes through a mine, it explodes. And so what you want to do here is as soon as he finishes the cast for the mines, make sure that you blow up one of the mines that's not stacked on top of them, because you can see there are two mines together there, and make sure that you obviously don't blow up the two mines at the same time, because it'll do too much damage to you. Or at least it did to me. And at that point, you're just kind of rotating around the mines, as you can see, like making sure that you don't get too close to the mines that's coming towards you, and you obviously just don't get hit by them. Now, I don't really know if you can pop an immunity and just pop all the mines or something like that, but honestly, like the only people who could really do that is a paladin, and paladins are melee classes. This is a lot easier as a melee class than as a ranged, and so as you guys can see, I had really no trouble whatsoever doing this. And for some sort of a comparison, my item level was, I think it was like 683, I think. So anyway, the last guy, this is probably what a lot of you guys are here for, because this is the main guy that I get questions about, is ahoo'ru. Now, the way you want to handle ahoo'ru is it's very precise. You have to, this is mostly a mechanics thing. Now, the first thing you want to do is, of course, you want to get as much damage to him possible before, because he's going to spawn at the side of the room, in the back of the room, and then run to the middle of the room and make himself immune. So you want to do as much damage as possible to him before he gets into the middle of the room. Also, he makes himself immune, so you don't want to put on any dots. As soon as he goes immune, he's going to have these white things spawn. If you touch one of the white things, it's going to go ahead and it's going to do a lot of damage to you. Also, there are special different colored white things, and you guys will see them, obviously. And they spawn angels whenever you run on top of them. you have to have 3 angels you would charge, and whenever an angel does a charge, that means that it reaches 50% health, because as soon as it reaches 50% health, it will cast a charge on you. At that point, you want to run on top of ahoo'ru, because the charge will take 1 stack off of his immunity bubble, and so you want to make sure that 3 charges have to hit him to end this phase and for him to be able to be attacked. Also, the little light things that are kind of rotating around the room come in and out, as you guys can see, and so make sure that you're aware of that. And also, if the charge hits you, the angel charge hits you, it does 200,000 damage, and so you want to make sure that does not happen. Now, you can have 2 angels up at the same time, as I said before, but you don't really want to have that happen, especially if you can't take a whole lot of damage. As you can see, 3 angels charged ahoo'ru. Now he puts these balls over me, and you just want to make sure that you only run through 1 ball at the time. And the reason for that is that he obviously, and this is where you want to pop all your cooldowns, just go big dick into him right now, is because obviously this is you're trying to beat the clock here. And complete heal, guess what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to interrupt that. But make sure that whenever he casts the balls, that you run through only 1 of them, because they put a stacking debuff on you that does a dot. I think it does 10,000 damage per second. And so this is a very difficult fight to do, but with good DPS and good gear, you really shouldn't have too much trouble. It's just making sure that you have good placement on the angels, and the angels charge actually hits ahoo'ru, because and then also that you don't get hit by the angels charge also after that. And so anyway, guys, that's how to do all the rank 7 bosses. And if you guys have any other questions, just go ahead and let me know. But if not, thanks for watching, and like, comment, subscribe.